Throughout the day, the VHF radio was buzzing with chatter about folks hooked up to big fish. Captain Rick Davidson and his crew of Sherman Harris, a Fishin' Fest regular, and Dan Myers, who was experiencing his first Fishin' Fest, were hooking up over oyster bars and spotty bottom. When we arrived, Sherman was connected to a respectable trout, and Captain Rick invited me to come on board and do a little fishing. All right, let me see if I can hook Sherman here right quick. You got your Kevlar and your helmet on, Sherman? So, Sherman, how's the day been so far?
It's been, it was good this morning. Dan and I are traditionally lazy men fishermen, so we're starting to wear out our muscles on our arms here, which, we're not used to exercise.
It's exhausting to fish for these trouts and reds. The reason I'm saying that is we're casting constantly. We're always trolling, bluebacks or whatnot on the lake, and so we get our baits out there and then let the fish do the fishing for us.
Right. So here you've actually got to fish.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about that. What the hell is that?
That's called a re-rack. That was your mulligan right there. That was your mulligan. And so far today, how are you on the board compared to Rick and Sherman?
See, now I have caught a small redfish and a very large trout. So,
He foul hooked a redfish.
I did foul hook it, but I did get it to the boat. So that counts, right?
Well, okay, all right. Well, we'll cut that out. We won't tell people you foul hooked a fish you brought to the boat.
It gave a much better fight when some foul hooked.
When they're sideways, they tend to present a little more resistance in the water. This is your first time at a Fishin' Fest.
Absolutely.
How did you come to know? What convinced you to come down here and fish with this gang of ne'er-do-wells?
We've been watching your show for the last couple of years. We've got several of your videos, and then I just had a hit. And my buddy Sherman came down last year to Charleston with you guys. So we've just put it on our calendar. This will be one of the things that we do twice a year, hopefully.
Fantastic. Well, we're glad to have you. Rick, how have these guys been to fish with so far?
Oh, they've been a blast riot. They were very patient while I was crawling around in the water.
Alright folks, here's the situation. We just caught a monster redfish. We're all excited, jumping around the boat.
Yes!
Alright, look at that guy.
Wow, that's a nice redfish.
Captain leans over. His iPhone goes slipping out of his pocket into the water. We're now calling the phone back and forth trying to find his iPhone.
Cefus put us in charge of the camera. Have to record everything that happens out here.
Well, Rick hasn't been the same since he lost his iPhone.
He's been twitching, huh?
Yeah.
I feel naked.
Well, Captain Rick never found his cell phone, but they did ring up a lot of trout and reds throughout the day. Captain Rick Davidson and Bite Me Charters is a guaranteed great time on the water, and to book a trip, give him a call, or maybe you better just drop him an email.